Alex had never felt so utterly necessary. Sara, with her sharp wit and soft voice, made him feel like the center of her universe, even though he was perpetually waiting on its orbit. She was a master of the sweet lie, weaving promises and flattery into the fabric of their daily conversations, making him overlook the growing gaps between her words and her actions. He remembered the first time he tried to define their connection. He'd brought up making things official, nervously tracing the rim of his coffee mug. Sara had gently stopped his hand. "Oh, Alex, I'm just not ready for a label right now," she'd sighed, leaning in close enough for him to smell her lavender scent. She delivered the first dose of sweetness. "But please know, you're exactly the kind of man I want to marry someday." The words were intoxicating. They placed him in a special, privileged category, the future prize. The someday kept him tethered, happily performing all the duties of a committed partner without any of the security. Later, when Alex's friends expressed confusion over their undefined status, Sara pulled him closer still. She complained about the pettiness of her own circle, rolling her eyes with a theatrical flourish. "You are the only person who truly understands me," she whispered, resting her head on his chest. "Everyone else is too dramatic." This lie was designed to idealize him and isolate him simultaneously. It made him feel like her unique confidant, validating his empathy while conveniently dismissing anyone else whose outside perspective might have pointed out the obvious imbalance in their dynamic. Her appreciation always came with a request. When his weekend was swallowed whole by her broken-down car, he grumbled slightly, tired and covered in grease. Sara met him at the garage door, her smile blinding. "You're so good at handling this stuff," she cooed, touching his cheek. "I'm lucky you're here to take care of me." This lie validated his competency, turning his labor and expense into a demonstration of his strength and necessity. He was her indispensable service provider, constantly solving her problems, flattered into believing that his utility was the highest form of love. The pattern of her availability was exhausting. She often went silent for days, only to reemerge with an apology delivered like a soft kiss. "I'm just too busy exhausted this week," she'd text, followed quickly by the fourth potent lie. "But please know you're the first thing I think about." This kept the emotional pilot light on. The sweetness excused the absence, assuring him that the distance was due to external factors, not a lack of interest. It meant Alex was always waiting, always fitting into the small, inconvenient slots she allotted him, never disrupting her true priorities. The final piece clicked into place when Alex wanted to take her to his sister's engagement party. Sara looked genuinely panicked. She refused, offering a strange explanation. "We can't tell my friends or family about this yet," she insisted, waving her hand vaguely between them. "They just wouldn't understand how special this is." He realized then that their supposed specialness was just a cover for shame, or worse, a tactic to hide him from other options. He wasn't too special to share, he was just inconvenient to integrate. Alex sat alone that night, the string of sweet lies looping in his mind. He saw them not as declarations of affection, but as expertly deployed tools: the future promise, the flattering isolation, the competence compliment, the gentle excuse, and the secret bond. They were beautiful wrappers on an empty box. The words were sweet, but the relationship tasted bitter. He finally understood that love isn't about being needed or being special in a secret, hidden way. It's about being seen and being chosen openly. And Sara had chosen his resources, time, and ego as her beneficiaries, not his heart as her partner.